Hello and welcome back to my channel. This year I decided to take a deep dive into the old money lifestyle, and if it's something that also interests you, don't forget to subscribe. I wasn't born into money, however I learned some strategies set, and also I have a long-standing relationship with true generational aristocrats, and it helped me to absorb their point of view on life and also how they spend their money. And I wanted to share my personal discoveries and also what I know about this type of lifestyle. I developed 7 main principles that would help you to elevate your life, to level up, to look more chic, elegant, and to have a wealthy life. However, I would like to point out that there is no perfect human beings on this planet. I'm working on some of the points myself, and also people I know that are really born into money. They're also not perfect in all of the points that I'm gonna mention. Some need to work on one, some need to work on the other. In general, I would say the rule of thumb, truly old money, generational wealth, they hit majority of the points in my list. So without further ado, let's step into the old money lifestyle. Elegance without excess, wealth without ostentation, tradition with purpose. What is it about the old money lifestyle that captivates us? Is it the understated sophistication, quiet confidence, or timeless value passed down through generation? This way of life is more than a reflection of wealth. It's a mindset, a commitment to quality, discipline, and legacy. It's about living with intention, valuing the substance over surface, and cultivating a life of quiet refinement. Pillar number 1, financial prudence and sustainability. Focus on preserving your wealth. And here I would recommend you to read a very good book, Richest Man of Babylon. It's a very small book, but it's gonna help you to understand how important to preserve a tiny bit of whatever you're making. Save at least 10% if you don't make a lot of money. If your salary is very low, at least put aside 10% for wealth generation or wealth building, and that 10% you can invest in stocks, in some assets that gonna grow over time rather than depreciate. So don't run after a flashy sale, spending all your money, because like the jacket or the dress you're gonna buy on the sale, after a year is gonna be just another dress. But if you set aside some assets and actually start building wealth, it's gonna give you way more joy than whatever you would buy at the mall. So the clothes and other stuff is really it's important, at some level, but when you jeopardize your wealth over the accessory or beauty products you want to buy, it's really gonna hit you hard later on in life. So focus on building your wealth long term, and if you cannot save more than 10%, at least let it be a steady 10%. And also I will cover wealth building strategies in other video, because I think it's just need a full length video, especially for women. I understand the psychology, I understand our motivation, to spend more money than we have, but I'll create a video for you where I share some of the discoveries that I made and some of the changes in my life I made. The second pillar for building old money lifestyle is education and overall curiosity about the world. I know it's been like a trend, people claim, oh, I've never been to school and I'm doing fine. Yeah, if you want to just be rich with tacky taste, of course, and no manners, of course you don't need education. But if you want to have a specific connection to wealthy families, and I'm not saying that all the wealthy families, all their kids, they're going through education. I know some kids, they don't, they couldn't they couldn't do or deal, or they don't have enough like brain capacity or something. But if you're a smart woman or a man and you can tolerate a little bit of education, I think it's gonna add up so much in your life. I mean, being that educated person in the room is absolutely like a different scenario than a person who has like no manners, not aware of anything in the world, not being able to talk about different topics, you know, politics, arts, or something, you know, more deep. And I think it's a bit misleading that people, they think, oh, after education they just get a diploma. No, you get much more than that. You can get great friendships, you can get overall awareness of the world, of a deeper topics. It's not only about like the complex equation, math equation, or linguistic stuff, but it's also very nice to know how to write correctly, to know how to present yourself, to know how to do public speaking. I feel like universities, they provide all of this, and when you go through that challenge, and yeah, it's a challenge, it's not gonna set you for life, but if you want to develop that high lifestyle, is definitely something you should pursue, even if it's later on in life. I think there is, even if you have like the most simple diploma, you attend the most simple university, to have some deeper knowledge about certain topics, I think it's a great even like conversation starter. It's just, you're gonna carry yourself different throughout life. I personally studied at American University in Dubai, and I met lots of awesome people. Of course, it's not the type of university with generational wealth, it's more of bling bling type of lifestyle. But still, you know, I'm so happy that I learned so much about like different topics, linguistic, arts, finances. My concentration was in finances because I thought like if you can figure it out, financial freedom in life, then you can like develop some other interests, some other thing, do whatever you want. But the main thing what we cannot live without in this planet, unfortunately, is the money, because we need to pay for the places we live, we need to pay for the food we eat, for the clothes we wear. I feel like it's one of the most important point, but of course there is like so many other layers to be old money individual, or at least have this a nice juicy lifestyle. The third pillar of old money style is actually a timeless style. A couple of things I noticed that old money don't break is they never buy fake. They always say our family doesn't need to wear fake, and even if it's not like a big brand, they always prioritize, of course, like the quality. Very important for you, I think, to learn how to distinguish between good fabric and bad fabric, and buy, even if you like to go in the fast fashion stores, you can always find there good stuff too. You just need to learn how to kind of understand, you know, which one is good and which one is bad. And also it is very important to learn to tailor your clothes. Besides like choosing the right garments, it's good to find something that fits you quite well. If it doesn't fit you 100%, you can always go and tailor it. The other thing I actually found about like the old money, they're not necessarily like every day, you know, dress like this, dress for success, but they never break one rule. They dress for the occasion, so they wouldn't show up in ridiculous clothes for a birthday party, or in inappropriate clothes to see their relatives or to go to the beach. You know, there is like a certain dress code for each occasion, and even though like from day to day they might dress quite simple, they know in which clothes and where they can show up and where it's completely inappropriate and just looks tacky. And this is also what I noticed living here in Dubai. I feel like people that don't have a sense, you know, of a dress code, what's appropriate for which occasions, and even if it's like written on invitation a dress code, many people, they kind of disregard and dress completely like out of their place.
So that's like two main rules I noticed, and I'm not saying that you cannot wear fake or something. I'm just saying if you want like old money lifestyle, they just don't dress in fake. They're like they have money. They don't need to buy like only Chanel's and everything. They can buy easily like a simple clothes. It's just one important thing is like from authentic store and from good material. Regarding the fast fashion stores, I personally don't shop at Zara or Mango. Sometimes I can buy, but I noticed that there is like no quality clothes. I would say it's only like 5% of the stock, for example, from Zara. The rest is a pile of absolute garbage. The same goes for Mango. The equation is a bit higher. It's like, I would say 15%, but still, overall, it's something not very special. And it's very rare to just find like a good quality pieces there. Not because I don't like the styles. They have great style and great like cut, like it fits well on my body. Just the fabric is a struggle. It doesn't last so long, and when I spend money on such type of fast fashion store, I feel like I'm putting the money down the drain because the clothes doesn't last, it doesn't wash well, it doesn't hold well, and look good over time.
The pillar number 4 is polished manners and behavior. I noticed that a true like old money rarely misses this point. However, an overrich, they have terrible manners, they're not aware of etiquette. The reason we have like different etiquette and rules to do not make other people uncomfortable, to communicate with people around better, not to harm anyone and not to offend anyone. And I'm not trying to say that I'm absolutely perfect. I did my share of mistakes. I remember one time I went to some like really generational wealthy aristocrat house, and I like in 5 minutes I did hundreds of mistakes. And then, when I think about it, I feel so embarrassed. So yeah, I worked on myself, I polished my act. I definitely took a deep dive, especially into the etiquette, how I was supposed to put the cutlery, how I was supposed to act. Even though my parents taught me actually quite a lot, now living in Dubai and I see like the manners of other people here, I'm quite surprised, the parents didn't taught them basic things, what is okay to do around like other people, what is not okay. Here is definitely not so many individuals with a proper class.
And pillar number 5 is the connection and social circles. Find like-minded people and those who would push you to the next level, those who would help you to become the best version of yourself, not those who push you down and give you some bad habits, and also try to be a part of some philanthropic organization. That's always adds up, when we talk to someone, to be also kind of a responsible person who contributes to well-being of other people.
Pillar number 6 is when you're gonna have your own kids, to pass down the values, traditions through generation. Like all the money principle we learn with kind of mother milk in a way. If you work so hard on yourself, of course you have to pass down so they follow and they don't lose whatever you worked on so hard throughout your life, building generational wealth. You have to educate them in the right way, and I'm not saying to send just like to the boarding school or some fancy school or uni. The most important is how you're gonna grow them, kind of attach to them the set of values, your values, the set of traditions. You can survive throughout the years, not be stupid, not lose everything, acquire more wealth based on your tradition and principles. And last but not least, pillar number 7, prioritize a mindset of simplicity and balance. Find yourself a comfortable, balanced, well-organized life. Working too hard, it's also like a choice, like which kind of job you're gonna take, which kind of boss you're gonna have. It's all about like our choices. And also prioritizing sometimes time with the family, it's all our choice. You might think you're in this situation and we're all in some sort of situation, but we kind of build our way to situation we found ourselves. Avoid overconsumption of any sorts. Just focus on really wealth building, balanced life, happiness, and find fulfillment in your life. Because this is what old money lifestyle is about, to have the right balance between whatever you want to pursue, your family, your interests, your business, and don't forget about yourself along that lines. And not even if you reach some sort of wealth, don't throw, parties. I mean, there is time and place for everything, of course, but avoid overconsumptions of any sorts. If it's going to clubs, if it's buying some clothes or buying anything, try to live humble life. You're gonna be more likable rather than kind of like a person with a crazy attitude and lots of bling bling stuff on the, like, people gonna treat you different. You're gonna see that once you achieve a certain level, certain mindset, a certain way of carrying yourself. People gonna notice it. You will enjoy the person you become, and for all of us, we all trying to do our best, of course, and to become the best version of ourselves throughout our lifetime. And even if you weren't born into money, it's no excuse for not actually growing in life, learning some things maybe your parents didn't taught you. It's no excuse for any of that. There is so much information available nowadays, and you can take an advantage of living in 21st century with internet. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end. Hope it was interesting for you, and please don't forget to subscribe, because we're gonna discuss each topic in more details. We touch like here and there each, not to make it too long. But of course, each topic deserves its own video. I can definitely discuss it further. But guys, remember that money cannot buy taste nor style. It's something we all have to learn and develop.